Yo guys, today I'm going to teach you how to beat Mitsurugi with Memento, or also you can use these tips to beat the Mitsurugi deck in general. So yeah, without wasting any more time, let's get right into it. Before we start, this video is going to be 4 or 5 tips. I'm not currently sure at the time of the recording, but you'll have timestamps, so use that in your advantage. And also some of these may sound logical even without this video, but I'll explain every one. So yeah, let's get right into it. So the first tip I got you is to bait out murakumo, and this is going first, when you're going first. So this is a basic board that I prepared that you usually have. So what to do when your opponent summons murakumo, because you can't really stop anything. They'll go Habakiri, summon Saji, Chibisaji, search for the ritual, and then they can summon murakumo, and they will probably summon murakumo. So what to do when that happens? So on the resolution, they can't summon murakumo immediately, so you can always use the combined creation. On the resolution of a card or effect, you're going to summon your creation king, and then your opponent summons murakumo. You are going to go firstly channeling 1 SP to manage these two. So you don't really lose anything by doing this, and it's not really bad for you in any means. So I like this because it ensures that you survive, and having these two at the board for the following turn, even if your opponent has made a half board, is really insane. This is interruption, and this is also follow-up. So we'll use as channeling 2 in response to murakumo the SP to banish these two. And we'll use, because we'll lose our combined creation, we'll use Mace to steal his murakumo. So let's resolve it. We steal his murakumo. I can let go with any random card. We'll banish these two. And we'll get them back. This is the usual stuff I do. If you have imperm droplet, you're usually going to negate it. And these two will get destroyed. So murakumo will destroy itself because we stole it, and it is on our board right now. And Creation King will get destroyed. New chain will go channeling 1, the Maritime Clan, targeting the Creation King. And channeling 2 will go at Huron to chain block, just to keep sure, just to make sure our stuff resolves. We'll spare summon the Huron, and we'll spare summon the Horn Dragon right here. And what do you do now? So we basically lost 1 interruption, and that is our SP. That is like only thing that we really lost right here. I can also put those there so you can see them. Now you are going to activate Bomb Party, like when you need to destroy some cards, when they like put, let's say, Futsu and Habakiri on the board, or when it threatens something like dangerous. You're going to use Bomb Party to destroy the Horn Dragon, special summoning the Anguish from your deck. Anguish effect now will activate to search for your Sleepy as a chaining 1, and chaining 2 will go Horn Dragon, destroy the Akion and his face-up cards. So you're going to search for Sleepy. This is also in the graveyard. Next, you are going to use the Akira on the resolution, targeting any memento monster except the Creation King. So you can fuse it off. Let's say Darkblade right here. And now you can activate the Sleepy to spare summon itself, and Sleepy to fuse. You're going to fuse with these 3 into your 3rd Creation King, and this is the reason why I really love the 3rd Creation King, because you bench 1 for the field spell. We use the 2nd one, and the 3rd one really comes up for me. And you're going to use Creation King now to send 2 names. Right here, 3 names, sorry, the Gatic, the Goblin, and something that you don't already have in the graveyard, like the Tsunotoshiko, if you need to like link these off for something. If you're playing like 2 SPs, and that's a separate video, I think this deck should play a 2nd SP, but I'll talk about that in our video. You're going to send these 3, Gatic, Goblin, and the Horse, and you're going to now activate the Gatic to spare summon itself, and Gatic effect now to return a follow-up, let's say the Anguish. You also have Creation King to pull out these 2 and his 2 face-up cards, which is your 2nd interruption after the murakumo. And you also have the fusion to basically, if you have another monster in hand, you can also pop one card, for example. Usually you're going to pop one card like spell, continuous spell or something, or like a monster with ignition effect. Let's say this. And if you have like a hand trap, another hand trap, like another monster, you can go into Guardian Chimera. Or also, I like going into Drogostophilia because your opponent doesn't really expect it. And you can go into Drogostophilia with the Goblin. Or I recommend the Horn Dragon because you're going to search it on your following turn. And the Creation King that you destroy. So shuffle this and this for the Drogostophilia for another negate. So yeah, that is 3 interruptions after Murakumo, which is usually really nice because your opponent doesn't really have much boosters with pure mitsurugi, and you can also beat some hybrids. And the main objective is to survive because you get these two. So yeah, let's get into the second tip that I got you about the Murakumo. I mean, it's the same stuff, you just bait it out, but you bait it out when you are going second. So your opponent has a like basic board, Murakumo, Futsu, Trap, maybe IP Masquerena and stuff. So your main, I can't really like explain to you because maybe you will have all engine like this, something similar, doesn't really matter. Or you may have like Anguish plus Fusion, Anguish plus Boom Party, and you're going to have like Fallen the Witches, the Forbidden Droplets, etc. So again, it isn't really like one direction, like you're going to have maybe this type of hand. It doesn't really matter. But I'm going to like show you just in general how to how to beat the board. So the main objective is to basically bait out the Murakumo before you try to go into the battle phase, and you will going to do that most of the time with the Creation King, like baiting out the prayers that they have set. So you can also bait out it with the SP Little Knight, and with just one Anguish, because they'll probably, if you'll go like Anguish normal summon, they'll not omni negate it because they are not dumb. If they omni negate it, you just won the game. You can search for the horse right here. You can press on horse. If they destroy on this, you basically won the game. But if they don't destroy, you can go into this, into the link 1, Artemis right here, and these two into the SP Little Knight to banish either the trap or the prayers. So it's really nice. I don't have anything to say about this anymore, I think. I can also say against the Mitsurugi, the fusion is our best card. So yeah, let's go into the tip number 3. So the tip number 3 isn't really possible with the pure memento except with the herald. So what I like to do is actually negate the ritual, because if you cut the access to the ritual, it's really like hard for them to continue playing. If they like don't play pure mitsurugi, because they may have a lot of engine, of course, but if you just negate the ritual, they usually can't make a full board. I mean, they can't make a full board if you negate, and they usually can summon every like ritual monster and Murakumo to pop, so you can like go Herald, discard the Mace to negate your opponent's spell trap card, but be careful, they can activate it again. The other effect, like if they use summon from the deck and the Murakumo is in their deck, you don't have to fear Murakumo anymore, so that's really nice. And another tip that I got you is if you're playing the Fizzbit engine, you can just go with Caesar, negate, and yeah, Caesar is really nice against Mitsurugi. So let's go into the tip number 4. Tip number 4 is, you'll see a lot of engine here. So what am I trying to do is to bait out the omni negate. So basically you're trying to use the fusion last. With the hand like this, I think they're most probably negate the Boom Party right here because they think it's too powerful. And also you can do one trick when you let go the effect of Yugioh, just summon itself, sorry, and effect of Yugioh, pop itself to send the Anguish as well as the Gatic. Now Gatic will activate to spare summon itself, and Gatic add back the Anguish normal summon effect to add. You can add the Sleepy right here, and if you have more names, it's really nice. And now you can go into the thing that we also did last time. Go into this, into the Artemis, and go into SP to banish the Trap or the Prayers. It's really nice, both, like if you had any of those two, it's really nice. And you have like a chunk of ways to play this. I mean, you're not having this hand all of the time. It's really rare, but you're going to have like this hand maybe, or this type of hand. You know what I'm talking about. So you can also get rid of the SP by tributing with the Grand Breaker, for example, if you have it. But yeah, it's just the main objective is to try, and that is the step before this one, is like to try just go into Creation King and to destroy every back row they have, so they don't have any plays anymore. And SP also checks the IP Masquerina, which is really nice. And yeah, just try to resolve fusion and to go into this, because you can also get a really easy, I can say, OTK with your command creation if you just pop all of their back row. Like, command creation is insane in this instances because they may summon a lot of monsters with the Futsu. You can just go per summon command creation. If you bait everything out, Bone Party from the graveyard appears, and that is an OTK. So let's go into the last tip that I have for you today. So the last tip I got you for today is actually to survive to turn 3, which is basically main objective of memento against any deck, I can say. So the first thing that I can tell you is like to go with the Akihiron. When they destroy something to you by battle, you can just press summon Akihiron, and that can leave them out of their position. Next, the usual one that you're going to have is to save the Sleepy right here. Just press summon it from the hand, and when they destroy it by battle or card effect, you can dump it. You can activate effect to dump a memento card. You can dump the Gatic. Gatic starts summon itself, and Gatic can add back Sleepy or anything that you have in your graveyard, like Anguish, Bone Party, any follow-up that you may desire. So that is the other way. And the third way is that I did in the first step that I told you, is to banish with the SP something. So SP is a really nice follow because it's also an interruption. If they make their IP Masquerina, SP literally checks it. So that is a really nice effect. So yeah, that's it guys for this video. I hope it was helpful. And comment down below if you have any other ideas for my future videos. I'm going to release videos more often now. And yeah, I'll see you in the next one.